Until enlightened I seek refuge, through merit from giving and the rest. To aid all may I become Buddha, in the Buddha's Dharma and Sangha. Until enlightened I seek refuge, through merit from giving and the rest. To aid all may I become Buddha. May all sentient beings have happiness and its causes. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all sentient beings never be parted from sorrowless bliss. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from bias, attachment, and hatred. To the founder, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you, the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer of the Shakya clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. To the founder, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you, the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer of the Shakya clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. To the founder, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you, the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer of the Shakya clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. When, O supreme among humans, you were born on this earth, you paced out 7 strides, then said, I am supreme in this world. To you who are wise, then I prostrate. With pure bodies, form supremely pure, wisdom ocean like a golden mountain, fame that blazes in the 3 worlds, winner of the best, Lord, to you I prostrate. With supreme signs, face like spotless moon, color like gold, to you I prostrate. Dust-free like you, the 3 worlds are not. Incomparably wise one, to you I prostrate. The Savior, having great compassion, the Founder, having all understanding, the field of merit with qualities like a vast ocean, to you, the one gone to thusness, I prostrate. The purity that frees one from attachment, the virtue that frees one from the lower realms, the one path, the sublime pure reality, to the Dharma that pacifies, I prostrate. Those who are liberated and who also show the path to liberation, the holy field qualified with realizations, who are devoted to the moral precepts, to you, the sublime community intending virtue, I prostrate. Homage to the great Buddha, homage to the Dharma refuge, homage to the great Sangha, to all 3 ever devout homage. To all worthy of respect, bowing with bodies as many as all realms, atoms, in all aspects, with supreme faith I pay homage. Do not commit any non-virtuous actions. Perform only perfect virtuous actions. Subdue your mind thoroughly. This is the teaching of the Buddha. A star, a mirage, the flame of a lamp, an illusion, a drop of dew or a bubble, a dream, a flash of lightning, a cloud. See conditioned things as such. Through these merits may sentient beings attain the rank of all-seeing, subdue the foe of faults, and be delivered from samsara's ocean, perturbed by the waves of aging, sickness, and death. From Tushita's hundreds of God's protector's heart, to tip of this fresh, pure white heap, curd like cloud, O Losong Drapa, Dharma's omniscient king, pray come to this place with your disciples. In space ahead, on lion throne, lotus and moon, venerable gurus smile brightly with delight. Pray stay hundreds of eons to spread doctrine as supreme merit. Feel for my mind of faith. Your wisdom mind sees full range of knowables. Your eloquent speech adorns fortunate ears. Your beauteous body, fame, glory, outstanding. Homage to you, worthwhile to think of, hear, and see. Pleasant offerings of water, various flowers, fragrant incense, light perfume, and so on. Oceans of offerings set out and envisioned, offered up to you, supreme field of merit, non-virtue committed with body, speech, and mind, which I have heaped up since beginningless time, especially what has contradicted three vows. Each I confess from my heart with strong regret. In time of strife you strove to learn and practice, shunned eight mundane concerns, made life essenceful. O protector from depths of our hearts, we rejoice in your powerful great deeds. Venerable gurus from love and wisdom, clouds densely mass in your Dharmakaya sky. Pray loose a rain of vast profound Dharma on fields of disciples just as needed. May whatever virtue that I've here gathered bring benefit to all beings and doctrine, and may it make venerable Los Andrapas essential teaching specially shine forever. Migme tsewe ter chen chen reizig, Drime kempe wampo jompelyan, Duku malun chon se son wedang, Ganchen kepe son gen son kapa, Lo santra pe shabla so adem. O glorious and precious root guru, pray take seat of lotus on my crown, caring for me with your great kindness. Bestow attainments of body, speech, and mind. O glorious and precious root guru, pray take seat of lotus at my heart, caring for me with your great kindness. Bestow attainments common and supreme. O glorious and precious root guru, pray take seat of lotus at my heart, caring for me with your great kindness, until supreme awakening remain steadfast. Homage to the exalted three jewels. Thus I have heard at one time the Blessed One was dwelling in rgyan, Vulture Mountains, together with a great assembly of monks and a great assembly of bodhisattvas. At that time the Blessed One was absorbed in the concentration of the countless aspects of phenomena called profound illumination. At that very time, the superior Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, was looking perfectly at the practice of the profound perfection of wisdom, perfectly looking at the emptiness of inherent existence of the five aggregates also. Then, through the power of the Buddha, the Venerable Shariputra said to the superior Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, how should a child of lineage trained who wishes to engage in the practice of the profound perfection of wisdom? Thus he spoke, and the superior Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, replied to the Venerable Shariputra as follows. Shariputra, whichever son or daughter of the lineage wishes to engage in the practice of the profound perfection of wisdom should look perfectly like this, subsequently looking perfectly and correctly at the emptiness of inherent existence of the five aggregates also. Form is empty, emptiness is form is not other than form is not other than emptiness. In the same way, feeling, discrimination, compositional factors, and consciousness are empty. Shariputra, like this, all phenomena are empty, without characteristics. That is, they are not produced and do not cease. They have no defilement and no separation from defilement. They have no decrease and no increase. Therefore, Shariputra, in emptiness there is no form, no feeling, no discrimination, no compositional factors, no consciousness. There is no eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no visible form, no sound, no smell, no taste, no object of touch, no mental phenomenon. There is no I element and so forth up to no mind element, up to no element of mental consciousness. There is no ignorance and no cessation of ignorance, and so forth up to no aging and death, and no cessation of aging and death. Likewise, there is no suffering, no origin, no cessation, and no path, no exalted wisdom, and no attainment, and also no non-attainment. Therefore, Shariputra, because there is no attainment, bodhisattvas rely on and abide in the perfection of wisdom, and because their minds have no obstructions, they have no fears. Passing utterly beyond error, they attain the final state beyond sorrow. All the Buddhas who reside in the three times by relying upon the perfection of wisdom become manifest and complete Buddhas in the state of unsurpassed, perfect, and complete enlightenment. Therefore, the mantra of the perfection of wisdom, the mantra of great knowledge, the unsurpassed mantra, the equal to the unequaled mantra, the mantra that thoroughly pacifies all suffering, since it is not false, should be known as the truth. The mantra of the perfection of wisdom is proclaimed. Tayata gate gate paragate parasangate bodhisoha. Shariputra, this is how a bodhisattva, a great being, should train in the profound perfection of wisdom. Then the Blessed One arose from that concentration and said to the superior Avalokiteshvara, the bodhisattva, the great being, well said, O child of the lineage, so it is. The profound perfection of wisdom should be practiced exactly as you have taught, and the Tathagatas will rejoice. When the Blessed One had said this, the Venerable Shariputra, the superior Avalokiteshvara, the bodhisattva, the great being, and the entire assembly, as well as worldly beings, gods, humans, demigods, Gandharvas, and others, were filled with admiration and highly praised what had been spoken by the Blessed One. In the holy supreme abode of the Dakinis, possessed of clairvoyance and miraculous powers, unwaveringly caring for practitioners as your children, homage to the host of the three places Dakinis, Akasamara Sashadara Samaraya Pe. Tayata Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasamgate Bodhisoha. Through the power of the truth of the exalted three-jewel speech, may all on the side of negativity, such as the four Maras, be stopped. May they become non-existent. May they be pacified. All enemies, obstructors, and hindrances, Sante Kui Soha. The 80,000 types of obstructors pacified, free from adverse harmful conditions. May all be conducive and perfect auspiciousness. Bring happiness and well-being here, right now. Saji Pergi Junjin Me Tong Cham Ri Rabling Ji Ni De Gem Padi Sangye Jetsun lama tam patenam ki Kurukulla kyen se ching dune jitat sampe du jetima laza ye chudi chahava tu so idam guru ratamandala kaniyatayam Jodan Soki Chognam La Janchu Badu Dagni Kapsuchi Dagi Chunengi Pesonam Ki Drola Penche Songe Dropa Sho Jodan Soki Chognam La Janchu Badu Dagni Kapsuchi Dagi Chunengi Pesonam Ki Drola Penche Songe Dropa Sho Chodan Soki Chognam La Janchu Badu Dagni Kapsuchi Dagi Chunengi Pesonanki Drola Penche Songe Dropa Sho.
How are you guys? Good day or bad day? Up done, up done. This is the nature, the samsara. You know, everyone just try to our best, but sometimes that doesn't go right away what we want. It doesn't go what we think. So it's not easy to live. This afternoon I saw one guy, he said, after he died, he doesn't want to come back. He said, too much this world. He doesn't want to come back. That is the truth, right? But we have no place to go without come back. Even the best way, come back to a human being. You know, if we come back to like squirrels or rabbit or fish, the more worst. Therefore, sometimes life is not easy, but we need to always courage any kind of situation to never give up, then no problem. Then Buddhism, you know, philosophy is also to training our mind. You know, a lot of problems also start from our mind. What we see, what we think, what we do. Then our outside conditions make something more worse. Right? But takes time, slowly. In order to training our mind, we need to understand how we can train our mind. In order to that, we need to study. We need to listen, study. Lama Tsongkhapa said, Tambo Jachi Tuba Mother. First, you need to hear many times, many different ways. Now, without hear, without study, it's not work. Then also that particularly Lamrim teachings, in even the teacher, if you're not able to your own mind control or subdue it, you cannot do others' teaching. So
how to subdue oneself, there's no way to subdue others.
Then
And so those who wish to subdue others, first should subdue oneself. So that's what is said in the Lamrim teachings. So those like who are practicing Lamrim.
Right. Anyway, like that, then the talk under Ganzo Pana Julu Nidish, Pana Chujibu Jetta Chitunga, Nibo, that Judicial, bedding to Yerambada, get it on Yerambad Chate.
And so, having this kind of opportunity, to study the great text like this, which is the essence of all the teachings on the professional wisdom, right? It's the professional wisdom sutra, which explicitly teaches about emptiness and implicitly also teaches the method aspect of the practice. So, in order to fly to the state of enlightenment, we need two wings, and the two wings are method and wisdom. So whether it's an aeroplane or or a bird that's flying, we need two wings, right? And so for that, just like that, we need these two method and wisdom to be able to fly to the state of enlightenment. And so the first first four are said to be the practice of method, and then the last two are the professional, and the last two perfections of the six perfections are said to be the wisdom.
그리고 아니 똥반이 세야지 간소 요 말들라고 요 말이지.
So when we talk about emptiness, doesn't mean non-existence.
그리고 여다 여다데 간소 싸만나지 말이지.
So it does exist. It exists, but doesn't exist in a way we think it exists.
그리고 다 지나서 간소 까마카시 곰장이 됐어. 소소소 삼로이다. 소소소 가래래도 인고들에 왜 얘는 게 레바들에 왜 하는 게 니들에 왜 이게 조고들에 왜 깜바들에 왜 가와도 소소직 세셔서.
And so now, for a few minutes, we're going to meditate on emptiness, trying to find yourself. Where are you? Which one is you? Is it your head? Is it your face? Is it your chest? Is it your heart? Is it your stomach? Is it your leg? Which one is you? So try to find yourself.
Okay? Try to find yourself, how you identify, how you found yourself. Okay? You want to close your eyes or you open your eyes, up to you. Try to looking for from your head to knee. Not looking outside, looking go to the outside, just looking from your within your body. Okay. Do you find? Do you head your? Does your head? Is your head you? Someone question. Is your head your? What is it?
You.
Is
your head you?
What is it? Is your head you?
Is your head you?
Is your head you? Is your brain is you? Is your heart you? Is your body you? Are you exist?
Yes.
How? Right? Can you find like that something like? Tunisia 많이 와인다 동반이 다음에서 나 그랬어. 내가 다 데리고 거기까지.
So is it something that you can't find upon searching?
I think maybe they're all open. Because just leave it open. Everyone cook. Okay? No, it's okay. Yeah, they're really open. Oh yeah. Okay? teacher도 거의 나간다. 저 말하고 용도에. Here is.
Do you find some understanding there?
미치기 전화도 저한테나 남배기 저도 남배 다 매라가도 다 여러 간 로고가 클래스하게 간 뭐라 당길는데 저도 내가냐.
So if someone were to ask you, what will you say? You say, let's say like you Buddhists, say there's no self, but there's a self. I'm here, I'm eating, I'm driving, I'm doing this and that. So what do you say then?
대랑 안도 배나 남배들 라그다서는 랍다 그 배고 말했어. 대가도 다 가고 남도로 왔어. 의욕이 지금도 내지 잡고 그래.
So just not just saying that, oh yeah, Buddhism says that, Buddhism says that. If you just say that, then you just it doesn't have the reason, to prove that, right? That's not really good. So you have to find a reason to prove that why itself doesn't exist.
근데 수수가 셈을 안 했는데 이사리 삼바씩 같이 안 남배들라고 있는 거는 내들을 해두고 소속을 셈라직 딩세요나 미라 파리자 도로.
And so you have to find some understanding within yourself also about selflessness, right? Not just saying, not just what is said in Buddhism, but also having some understanding in yourself, so that you can have the confidence to explain to others.
오케이. 근데 내 저도 셈씩 소알래게 돼. 아대도 나바가 로타레 저기도 돼. 알랭군이 되지. 독삼소 용도.
And so what do you find when you're thinking that way? Do you think like, oh yeah, it is something like really like that, or do you say, oh, it's just what is said in Buddhism?
What do you think? Like Buddhism says, if you're angry, you're not happy. This is true, right? This is our experience. Like someone said, oh, Buddhism says when you're angry, you're not happy. It's not like that. It's talk about reality. Therefore, Buddhism says we're not able to find yourself. Then what do we say?
You say that persons and things exist, but they don't exist in the way that they appear.
Yeah, that's correct. A period of what do you think? I said, this is Mark. Yes.
So I've been thinking a lot about emptiness lately in reading, right?
Okay.
And I think I understand it clearly intellectually, but it doesn't change anything. It's like, yeah, so.
Okay, that's a good point. 저거까지 맞아. 저거 맞아 비지는 저. 그 저거 문제라 그러고서. 저거 맞아 비지는 가려놨어.
Why?
What do you think? Why
doesn't it make any changes?
It makes some changes, like when you see things as transient, like I see it all the time.
Yeah.
Like somebody does something to me, I think they have these permanent traits, and I get angry. Rather than saying it's temporary, right? You can make a million examples, but it's nothing earth-shattering.
But that's impermanent, it's not infinite.
Well, if it's empty of an inherent existence and a certain nature, like I'm not labeling you as a bad person by your fundamental nature. So you're empty of a fundamental nature, whether it's, of course, everything is impermanent, but when you ascribe a specific inherent existence and specific nature, you know, but again, it's not earth-shattering.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, it's like little things like, yeah, that's nice to make more peaceful, but there's no big moment, you know.
전지 레라우지 마이나다 가서 그만 사지 살았어.
검정.
그래서 대로 곰 나와도 로도 까와도 곰 잡고 그랬어.
So now you know it, right? You know it, and now you have to apply into practice. You have to meditate, and meditate for a long, long time. You know, if you just meditate for little, you know, with a distraction, you won't be able to get any realization. So through meditation for a long time, with stability, then you'll be able to gain the realization. Then it will make a big difference. Just understanding that doesn't make much difference because our mind is not habituated with that. You know, it's not familiar with that thought.
Right.
Even though in the back of our mind we know that, but in the front of our mind we don't really know that. You know,
Right.
because we're not habituated.
My mind is
So
still
we
the
have
same as
to
it was.
familiarize, you know, our mind with that through meditation.
Example, you know how you're driving. You know if you're driving, you can reach Boston. You need to the action. Otherwise, you say, I know how you're driving. I know how you go Boston. You just sit there. It doesn't move. You never reach. You know how you can driving. You know if you drive, you reach there. But why we don't go that? Because you didn't move. You didn't start your car. Therefore, you know emptiness. Now you need to more meditation. It's more meditation than more familiarize. Like anything is any kind of job, you know, there now is like the jobs, you know, there's a how experience you have this job. Right? You apply job. Because experience is most important. 그리고 담보 제시도 많아서 받아주는 것도 담아 사모님 생각은 냠잘 나와서 다 냠내 제고 라네다고 그러더라고요.
돈이 또 받으면 되고 말.
돈이 또 받으면 되고.
돈이 뭐서 또 받으려 말. 너 들어 먹고 싶어.
대모모 공부, 대로 곰네 야네야도 곰네 야네도 곰고 그랬어.
So what we understand about emptiness is, like you said, intellectual understanding. You know? So we have to familiarize that with our mind through meditation, and then gain the realization of an emptiness. And just gaining realization of emptiness is not enough. That will still, you know, not do much, you know, not make much changes. You have to realize it directly. You have to realize it directly. And even after realizing it directly, still there's so much to do. You have to go through all these stages, you know, from in the path of seeing to path of meditation, you know, there's like 10 stages. You keep on meditating on emptiness. In every stage, every ground, you overcome, you know, certain kind of delusions by meditating on emptiness directly. So you have to go through all these things, then we'll make change. So just like Lama Tsongkhapa said, first you study extensively, and then in the middle, everything should appear as instructions. Oh yeah, that's right, like that. And then at the end, you have to put everything into practice throughout day and night. Yeah, so in our mind, even though I have some intellectual understanding, it doesn't make any differences in our mind because our mind is so strongly habituated with self-grasping ignorance. So that selflessness is like just comes and goes so easily. And so because of that, whenever we see something, we think that that's how it really is. We can never think that, oh, this is just my illusion. This is just my grasping, my apprehension. We never think like that. We always think, oh, this is how it really is, because of our strong habituation with the self-grasping ignorance. So each of us, we have our personality, our view, right? Way of thinking, our ideas, our opinions, all this. This is very difficult for us to change. We always think that that's how it really is. That's the way we see things is how it really is. That's why we think all the time. So it's very difficult for us to change that.
Okay? This is not easy. We need to go to more meditation. Then you really understand that it's really ugly. You see that. Then you don't want to touch. Okay? Yes.
Can you provide an example of applying emptiness in our daily life?
들리다 다 소소를 뺐나 야만은 셈발라 빼지 남자는 원하는 거라야 아니 소소 사만하지 다다게 매삼다 야 셈라지 샤파로다 가지 예절에 매비지 그럼怎么 휴침을 해봤나 야 달라지怎么 휴쇼다 다 꼭 소소고 사만하지래마다 다가는 말이야 잠에 제반나 소소를 뺀 그랬어.
So of course, first you have to familiarize yourself with that idea. With that thought, or with that teaching that says that things do not exist in a way they appear to us. Right? So is it really true like that? Then first you intellectually, just understand that, and then once you understand that, oh yeah, that will make sense. Yeah, with the reasons and all this, and when as it makes sense, then you try to think more and more. So, oh yeah, things do not exist. From the way they appear to me. Things do not exist the way they appear to me. They just keep on thinking like that. And then like usually that strong grasping at the things as exist from their own side occurs when we have like strong sense of fear. Like when you're very afraid and you don't, what's going to happen to me? At that time you have really strong grasping of me or self as exists from its own side. And at that time it's, it's just my grasping. I don't really exist, in that way. Or sometimes like when you have very strong attachment to something, people or object, you have very strong attachment to, because you think this is very beautiful, this is really nice, very beautiful, and that's why you are so attached to it. But then at that time, if you are able to think that, it's just appearing as beautiful to me, it's not really as beautiful as it appears to me. If you think like that, then your attachment will reduce, or you'll not be that so much attached to that thing like that. So at that like that, so always thinking the things do not exist in a way they appear to me. That's how you apply. Yeah, so because of that self-grasping ignorance and of course clinging or attachment, things always, everything is covered, so we always think that, whatever appear to us is how they really are. If it appears as a white, we think this is really white. If it appears as a black, we think that as a black only. So like a rainbow color, the rainbow color is very beautiful, right? So it's multicolored. It's very beautiful, but it appears, for a little while and then it disappears after some time. It's like just for that. So we don't have that kind of much attachment, to that. So this is how it really is. So if it comes, we feel happy, but if it goes away, we don't feel disappointed because we're not really, clinging to it or being attached to it.
Okay, example. What do you have any jewelries? You guys have any jewelries? Jewels?
Jewelry. Yeah.
Jewelries? Do you have any jewelries? Can you give me? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. 간도 jewelry 소소 간이 소소 가삭 잘라진 간도 여러 소소 좀 따졌다 띵아 빼 푸시에서 나 잘라낸 거 전부 이제 소소만 여러 왔어.
So you have those things that you're very attached to, right? That you consider as very precious.
Right? 당가도 소화처럼 잘라도 여여한테 그 배제의 사람한테 소화처럼 잘라시 여러 왔어.
And then there are other things that you do possess them, but you don't have much, attachment towards them, and you don't have much feeling towards them, right?
당가도
Things like that.
소소 짜와 전부 섬제 잘라도 직 차는 간도 샘라 빼 남라다 샘바 맞지 와요 그래.
So if something happens, to like a very valuable, precious thing that you consider as very valuable or precious, if it breaks or gets stolen, then you feel very unhappy, right?
가르나 간도 tel에 차바 휴치 무시고.
That's because we have very strong attachment towards it.
간도 대잘라도 야 보이 내가 첨보이 와링 간도 썸데 그랬어.
So we think of that thing as being very precious. It's our mind, thinking that this is very precious, this is very valuable, like that.
맨날 페인팅도 와, 리모트지도 와, 리모트 갖다 친구들도 와, 돌아오면 처음 멈춰가더라도 왔어.
So there are some paintings, right? Paintings painted by very famous artists. And they cost it's just a simple painting, but cost like tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars, right?
대ten이 그건 좀 가르치 자서 말해.
Why is it so expensive like that?
미 소자적으로 왔어. 미강에 코 풍에 째셔적으로 왔어. 그래서
So it's created by somebody, right? I mean, people, and then it's just, portrayed on the wall like that, right?
맨날 저런 게 시행하고 때 들이신 저 남쪽 깨라시면 들이시행하고 다는데 미강에 가오전도 미쪽 깨라 미가 째셔로 저 미지 버렸어. 저 미쟁이셔 째셔로.
So because people made it famous, right? People made it famous. Somebody liked it, and so the others, and then more people like it, and then, the person become famous, right? So today you sing, and then on the stage, and people like it, and then the next day, they like it more and more, and then you become famous. How did you become famous? You were made famous by people, right? You didn't become famous by yourself. You were made famous by others.
제가 미 파조백에 잡혀가 온 게 줘야 소식이라고 왔어.
And so you were created by others' attachment.
You want some medicine? Yeah. You want some candy? Today, by the Tuesday, Nanzuga, well, here's some candy. This is emergency candy. Today is a
What is
counter.
this?
Good.
Can I have one too? Yeah. Thank you.
Today is a kanji susu chapa yedla chapa chejola tene tela njewandu na susu la semna gadu so legi do was.
And so depending on how much, attachment, clinging that we have towards the objects, and that much difference it will make in our mind, right? When it breaks or loses. Right?
And pajo chalang mo ko soaki teng marse. Susu ba sojo jero was.
And then from the object side, it doesn't say I'm valuable, I'm precious. Who made it precious? It's people. We make it precious. The object doesn't say from its side that I'm precious.
Okay, tene tu chine kanji chapa da danzu dan sambu ya pochi ta. Tengu ne so mai ba ha ko na sojo jela chapa da danzu chung chore. Tejune soso la ta kare samna pengi ore kanji.
So if you think in that way, if you think of in that way, like everything is created by our mind, not really exists from its own side like that, then it reduces our attachment, and then also grasping at those things.
Example, when something I like, maybe you guys doesn't like. If something you guys like, I don't like that. Like, nanto pewe lusula sida shir said pe tachi musigres. Chijel sigre.
So in Tibetan culture, the corals, that they wear, the women they wear corals on their neck, it's considered very, very precious, very valuable. But in Western, maybe they don't that much, right? So they do a little bit, but not that much.
Do they do? Do you know the sea? Sea? Do you know that?
This is Z is like a stone, it's like a long brownish stone. Do you know that? What do you call it in English? Not coral. The coral is the red one, right? There's a Z is like a longish, long, and it's round, long, and it's like a brownish color, and it has some kind of pattern of like a eye, and they call like some they have like a one eye pattern or two eye pattern, and more pattern you have is more precious. And so one piece can cost about $100,000.
Yeah. Today the Chijela Dona, they were like Western society, they are not also interested, also they are not caring. Call the Toval. Today the Shiji coach Rawachi Kolana could Jalati go Nenga the Cote Toal me the go Toaling Maros.
So like the Tibetan women, you see, they're wearing these Z and corals, mixed up Z and coral. Right? That whole like chain or a mala of the coral and the Z can cost about $50,000, $60,000, $100,000 like that. So if they, for them, for them it's very precious. So if they lose it, they will like be so and I'm so sad or unhappy, right? But if it's not considered as so much valuable by other people, then it doesn't matter so much.
How do you spell C?
I don't know.
I mean,
In Tibetan, how do you spell it?
Tibetan.
Kazakh Zero. Yeah. It's okay.
No, it's okay.
Anyway, today the Tenabana, Tabana, Ganzu, Piluzula, and the painted to the touch of Sigmaris. Today the Chad and a Cotsword Legmaris, and tell Chabasho Marcola.
And then, so those kind of the artworks, the paintings, that's considered as very, very, very like precious. For Tibetan, maybe they don't consider that so much. And so, if you were to lose it or do it, it doesn't happen so much because don't have much attachment to that.
Okay? Tabana Chanasolaya, Yamno Yashi Peshavena, Soso Chopotomo Gao Chokyi. Tambo Katuka Kachana Tango is similar treatment, some hours. Shuma Lokaje then Tab Malana ko Kachana ko send Solemars. Kachel Gawangres.
So then also, so something that's maybe you might understand better, like your girlfriend, boyfriends, right? When you meet with your boyfriend, girlfriend, first when you meet, you get so attached to them that you don't want to be separated from them at all. Even like separating from them on like a day or few hours would like cause so much pain. But then after being with them for a long time, then you get tired of being with them. Then now you want to be separated with them. And you don't feel anything after some time. You don't feel anything, being separated from them.
제가 당복가려야 미치한 동거 묻었어. 샘지스. 주망아 좀 통하는 스쿨로 상에서 차는 거래. 수수 따분히 자성하러 왔어.
So at the beginning it says, it says, oh, I can't live without seeing you. And then at the end it says, I can't live without seeing you. So it's the same person, right? First you can't live without seeing. Then later you can't, live, with seeing, so you want to get rid of that. So there's the same person, but all in our mind, right?
대대가서 차바다 만세 디고 소적을 가지.
So it's all created by our attachment and self-grasping ignorance.
다 된데게 강에 요다녀다 다 다나야 가서 나도 소주고 좋아하는 나도 대깔에 뭐 하고다 가서 나도 차바 슈치고 안 좋고 뒤는 샤도고 말아서 대마 찍상이야 이 버스만 가서 로거스.
So even though we come to that point where we don't want to see the other person anymore, but still we'll have attachment. We still have attachment. We have not abandoned attachment. And then again we meet with somebody else, and then again same thing again happens. So it continues like that.
제가 대간주 미점을 대간주지라 다한테는 나한테 되게 잘했어.
So that's the fault of our self-grasping ignorance.
오케이? 근데 간주 되게 야보면 하고다 간주 되게 샤도면 왔어. 샤도만 되게 나한테 슈치 못. 근데 다 돈이 또 봐야나? 돈이 뭐니 또 고미하고 잡는 또 소강하면 왔잖아 그래.
So even though that's bad, we know intellectually, right? But we're not able to leave that. We're not able to give up those attachment or self-grasping ignorance. It's because we are so strongly, acquainted with that. Right? So in order to get rid of that, we have to meditate on emptiness. Meditate, and realize it directly. And then with that, then we'll be able to overcome that grasping at ignorance.
지르모지가 나한테 짜치트비 부스치 말이 뭐 막지 끊는다면서 누가든지 진짜 몇 번에 소요 와서 그래서 뺑염 듣는 말도
And so like we are caught, in that in the net, in the net or cage, of the self-grasping ignorance. And then we are tormented by also, these three kinds of sufferings. So that's what I'm talking about. So this has all great, big meanings, like, to say that way.
Okay, like that, okay? Meditation, emptiness, yes.
Can you really understand emptiness if you don't understand dependent origination?
그리고 디시 때문에 또 그렇다면
밴들마도는 돈이 더 여러 배. 밴들마도는 돈이 더 여러 배.
대파시 요 말에
No.
대파시 밴드 미야 가시나 그리고 디시 때문에 도비 타는 배서 돈이 도비 타는 배에 말 때문에 돈이 도비 타버려 왔어. 그래서는 아니 나도 저한테 제단 젠다 가면 그 주통원들만 통과했어. 다 대말도 제단 젠다 제일도 그 때문에 아주 그 조용 거라고.
So yeah, when we say empty, it's empty of existence from its own side, right? So when we say it doesn't exist from its own side, I mean it exists by depending on something, and so that also already shows that dependent origination, and then through that, then you come to realize emptiness.
강식 땡주 많이 비 추가해봐 많이 대신 똥어 많이 비 추가하면 대주체들 상담나 다 뱅거서로 봐.
So there isn't anything that is not dependent origination, and that there isn't anything that is not emptiness, that's not empty, of existence from its own side.
Okay? Okay, 다 가상도 가려고. Where we stop last week?
We were on the knower path.
가대로. 남지.
No, lamshi.
남신으로 들어와. 근데 다 네개 아니 가서 유제 가병가 나니 아니 다 발생 그 주사야 돼. 나한테 자대 그래. 배전돼.
Okay, so 같이.
We finishing north path.
So we finished the neural path already?
We finish? 뭐야? 대전에 다 쳐서 다네 배산네 아니 유제 가병가 가는데 다 발생 그 주사야 자대 그래. 아니 내 유자시 모셔라래.
So this is the Paramita text, perfection text, right? Of these 5 major texts. This is one of the 5 major texts, the perfection text, and so here talking about mainly the perfections, 6 perfections.
그리고 뒤에 나한테 다 조존 쳔바섬들 토약이 아니 다 저서가는 저지 여기 그러고서.
And so these are categorized into 8 categories, right? And the categories. So the first 3 are the 3 knowers. So those are the kind of the results. Right?
저지.
And then to achieve there are 4 causes, for achieving these 3 knowers, and those are the 4 applications.
그래서 내가도 자살을 놓쳐 집에 갈라야 너 듄하다 제거 내라고 하고 해야 되는 말이.
And so this whole text, the perfection text, Paramita text, is studied over 7 years, in the great monasteries. So it's not really something easily understood.
그래서 저도 하모고는 sem주 자고 말해.
So don't be discouraged if you don't understand it.
오케이. 어디 근데 다 안에 남신이 집에 문에 지는 단데 자와 나시 진로고 당도 자오면 저는 라지의 고소지 돈인 것도 비셔서면 대신 법인 참바디 롱식이 트니라 놓았어.
And so, like it is said here, Noah path, right? Noah path. So, with regards to the very Noah path, that's the from the root text. And so, the definition of Noah path is a Mahayana superior clear realizer, conjoined with the wisdom, directly realizing emptiness in the continuum of the person who possesses it.
오케이. 아니 다 돈이 다 니나 되나거나 아니 돈이도 왜 돈이도 왜 혈압제 선생도 내가 같으면 자고 그래서.
And so here it's you have to meet with all the part of the definition, right? For it to be the know of the path, so it has to meet with all the definition, all the part of the definition here. So on the part of the definition it says it directly realizing emptiness, right? So it has to be wisdom realizing emptiness directly.
오케이. 근데 선생한테 강사들 제가 돈이도 왜 혈압 당스. 아니 다 라지도 거 돈이도 혈압 생명에도 합식한테 대도 되지 마 제받듯이. 아니 강사 제가 지금 강사 라니가 있잖아. 간지 로들라 입나. 돈이 것도 시라도 요와지. 이제 전부니까 요와이나 안에 선자 쓰시니까 거기라 요봐. 이 말다 간다. 이제 선자 변화. 가지 돈이 것도 시라도 간다기라 요지. 이제 전부 요와지. 그래다 이제 전부 고말할 때는 돈이 또 시라도 고말도 거. 아무도 것도 시바라 그러다. 그래다 모두 대방도 다 대바치 시바사는 거라. 그래다 람세바는 거라.
And so it says about Mahayana Superior's Clear Realizer, right? Mahayana Superior's Clear Realizer. What is that? Mahayana Superior's Clear Realizer. What do you understand? So it says, but it says conjoined with that is that, right? Mahayana Superior's Clear Realizer, conjoined with the wisdom directly realizing emptiness. So that is something else, right? Something else that's conjoined with the wisdom realizing emptiness directly. So what do you understand there?
It's Mahayana superior. It's the clear realizer is the wisdom. It's all the wisdom. It's a path.
So here, it's referring to every path. Every path, path is the mind, the knowledgeable mind, in the superior's path, the superior's continuum. So it's realizer, that's referring to all that, right? So here it includes the method also. So the great compassion, bodhicitta, is included in that also, in that clear realizer. So those kind of mind conjoined with the wisdom realizing emptiness directly. That's what. Realizer is a mind. Yes, it's a mind. Yeah, it's always the knowledge. It's a mind.
근데 자사한테 네가 땅 못도야 돼 들려자고 그랬어. 야 이게 못도야 돼야 그 제작신에 자 그랬어. 단단다 단람려고 그냥
So here it's talking about the path. So the clear realizer is the path.
Okay. 다 선세가 되면 안도절에 착바이나 대련님도 갈라온 거래. 착바이나 대련님도 갈라요. 가르님도 온 거래.
So when you say conjoined, what does it mean, conjoined? So like if we have an attachment, what will it be conjoined with?
If we have attachment, what is it conjoined with?
Yeah, what will it be conjoined with?
Ignorance.
It would be conjoined with the object of mind. So the perceiver of the consciousness and the object of mind, they're not one. They're conjoined.
야, 대 가가래 돼. 배다긴 그거 뭐도 순서대 갈라오나. 배나 지 공부를 지 공부를 됐어요 그러다. 대 갈라오서 배나. 유무제잖아 가르쳐 줘.
So if it is conjoined, then it has to affect, and it has to affect each other. Like so if the clear realizer is conjoined with the wisdom realizing emptiness, then whenever the clear realizer goes up, the wisdom realizing emptiness should go up also. So they should affect each other.
Isn't there two kinds of conjoining though? Like one that's manifest with the mind, and then one that is a non-degeneration of that mind.
그럼.
When, like suppose you're, in an uninterrupted path to seeing where you're realizing emptiness, but you may not have like one of the methods, like compassion or something at that time, but it's not degenerated, it's still conjoined.
Yeah.
No, that also increases the compassion.
The thing of the
under part, the part, the wisdom realizing emptiness is the mind that manifests. But at the same time also you have compassion, but it's like kind of not really manifesting, it's hidden, it's lying down, lying in the back. And so when you increase the wisdom realizing emptiness, that also, the compassion also gets increased. So for example, when you get angry, what delusion comes with it? What delusion comes with it? With anger? What other delusion?
A perception of a separate self.
Perception of separate self.
Anger and attachment are conjoined with
대처도 제가 가지 예들라미베 간에다 지나도 가서 남주 년에 좋아지는 지시에는 야본도 왔어. 지나도 그래요. 근데 코로나 때문에 너무 가르쳐 온다. 근데 소소라.
So it will be easier to understand, if we can apply this, to something that we experience in the day-to-day life.
When you're angry, what happened? One other delusion come of you. No, don't just that come. That's what come you like when you get angry. One gunman coming.
When you get angry, you also hate the other person. Sometimes you cry.
Right.
You know, you think you're right. So that's usually increases with anger.
제가 때로도 저는 프라들이 없도. 코로나 문에 내가 따다해서 군이 하려고 그러고. 대가도 답도도 지금 그 지야 슈 늘려 하려고도 되는 거 같아.
Yeah, so like that, So when you're angry, you say, "Oh, I'm right." So then that thought. So when the anger rises, then that thought thinking that I'm right, also rises up.
될 생각을 했으면 생각도 지었다는 내 자신도 공로 전반 시간 가도 여다도 가지 생각 말이야.
So that is what we call conjoint. So of course you have all other minds at the same time, in your mind, but it's when one is manifesting, the other doesn't manifest or other doesn't get increased, and it doesn't affect the other ones. So it has to affect in a sense, like when this increases, the other should also increase. Then you can say, oh yes, this mind is conjoined with that mind.
근데 이질람이 내가 가지 채와는 델람이 저도 채려고 그래.
For example, like when you are attached to some object, you will also be jealous with that. Right? Jealous with the people who have that object. So how much attachment there is, that much jealousy there will be also.
대주도 고알leg도 했다.
Do you think so or no?
보다 대가도 다 대나지로 빼 대나지까지 상점 생백 이제 그 돈이도 비셔야 임바이나 디지털 남차선 선거 그랬어.
Yeah, so just like that, so if it is the wisdom realizing emptiness, within the continuum of the superior, Mahayana superior, then it also is conjoined with other clear realizations or the other paths also.
제가 다 된다 저는 막처럼 됐다고도 왔어. 저랑 질라인데 내 도빌로지 그랬어. 내가 라젤라 되면 강사가 지지해야 되고.
Right?
You don't see this?
Flower? Do you see this flower on the table here?
진짜 내가 라젤에 강사가 돈이도 비셔다. 라나세대 아니 로드 코로나 질라 되면 강사가 지지 돈이도 비셔서 그러. 로드 라젤라 되면 강사가 지 돈이도 비셔서 맞아. 로코나 질라 되면 강사가 돈이도 비셔서 선배게 아니 대전법인 제바티 아니 납시대 되레스. 딸로 거리나 강가져 줬다. 그런데 그 제바도 강가져. 제가 딱 지나가지 메토도벨로지도 메토도벨로. 근데 메토도벨로 대다 그런 거도. 아니 라디라 되면 강사들 때까지 로데지라 되면 강사 대도벨로 데지라 되면 강사 되는 거지. 그냥 강사 선당이 빼자서서 말대. 같이 저도 거기다 라디라 되면 강사가 이제 돈이도 비셨나 라마세대까지 로데 코나 지라 되면 강사가 지지세. 근데 지나지라 니지 요나 니제 코나 니지 로데 다 니제 티 로가 대전법인 제마다 대전법이 이제 람가가 셔죠. 드리 람들라 대전법이 이제 람 간지지나 차상라 안에 람셔라 그래. 그러더나 대 차상 돈이도 비서 선대 그랬어. 대전법이 이제.
So all this path, within the continuum of the superior Mahayana superior, the superior bodhisattva, and the Mahayana path. So all the path is conjoined, with the wisdom realizing emptiness directly.
대단 남시 대다 대전법인 쳔바지라다. 대전법인 쳔바에는 남시인 거 그래. 남시에는 대전법인 쳔바인 거 그래서.
And so here, when we talk about the knower of the path, it's talking about the exalted knower and exalted knower of the Mahayana superiors. And so exalted knower, or knower, within the continuum of the superior bodhisattva, is the same as the knower of the path. So if it is a knower of the path, it has to be the knower within the continuum of the Arya bodhisattva. And if it is a knower within the continuum of Arya Bodhisattva, it has to be the knower of the path.
Okay? 답변은 상선 파베지 아니 니지 첨보대 람시 레벨나 relako.
And so, for example, so if is the great compassion within the continuum of Arya Bodhisattva a knower path?
Say yes. 가나 대전법이 첨바로 봤어.
Because it's a knower of the it is a knower, it's an exalted knower of the Arya Bodhisattva, right? The great compassion within the continuum of Arya Bodhisattva is an exalted knower of Arya Bodhisattva, right? So therefore, it is a knower of the path, right? Yeah, so you have to say yes.
Okay? 디지 샴바 니지 샹제고 셈 아니 주좀 걸러와 차상 아니 람시 랍고 그래서.
And so all that path, all the the exalted knower within the continuum of Arya Bodhisattva, right? Like the great compassion, the loving kindness, the morality, the training of morality, and all these things. All these are knower, exalted knower within the continuum of Arya Bodhisattva, right? Therefore, all these are also knower path.
다 선생도 간제 선제 스지니가 지 컴펜트로든지 지 컴펜트 될 선생.
And so when we say conjoined, so then it has to affect each other. Like when one goes up, the other has to go up also.
This is more important, okay? 대 주도 제마로 대 마무리를
So that's the meaning of conjoined. So
Okay.
that's what you have to understand. So keep that in your mind because we're going to hear this conjoined, so many times later.
Okay? Everyone can say what means that conjoin?
Arising concomitantly,
Or it's easy way?
rising together.
Yeah, everything together. Okay? 아니 다 대전 법이지 람이나 람시고 그러면서나.
So if it is it if it is a path within the continuum of Arya Bodhisattva, does it has to be a knower path?
Yes, okay. 되지리스. 다 되고 다 리시샤 잠에 단 삼던데 고니에 리시샤는 것도 좀딱 같이 점점 자유로.
So just like it is said here, right? It is what? The knower of the path, right? And the exalted knower of the Mahayana superior are mutually inclusive.
다 될라 예와 가세요. 다 람시가 예와 가세요.
So how many paths are there? How many knower paths are there?
아니 다틱 되나가. 야,
How
예와
many
가세요.
knower of the paths? Yeah, how many knower of the paths are there? Well, division is
how many?
when divided there are
Three. Okay, three
how
right.
many kinds?
How many kinds? The three kinds. Okay, what are the different them? 다 뭐 닌투 그래 닌투지 람시나 갈라고.
And it says here, know of the path that knows the hearer's path.
What means that?
Different, the knowledge is the same, but it's a different path. Here's solitary realizes and bodhisattva.
가서. 그다 달라서.
So what do you say again? Sorry.
Just the three it's knower of each of those paths. The here solitary realizes and bodhisattva.
No, it says the know of the path that knows the hearer's path.
Yeah.
Right? So is it all within the continuum of Arya Bodhisattva?
It has to.
Uh-huh.
간이라고 그러다.
So what do you understand? So
간이
it's like,
딕 빼시잖아. 빼시잖아.
can you give an example?
Well, it's
닉은 세지시다. 닉은 세지 빼나. 메토지 기술하는 데키는 메토라. If someone say, okay, give me example of flower, say, yeah, this is a flower. Now give me example of the first one.
the first one, the knower of the path that knows the hearer's path.
Yeah, give me example. Yeah, go ahead.
A Mahayana superior, because if they know all those paths, if they're, all three would be included in the
Correct.
Mahayana superior path, right?
가서.
Mahayana superior path, that's the example?
Well,
The path, the
No. This is a teaching problem in into Lamshi, custom job, cook, Mandavas.
So there are three different types, right?
Okay?
So knowing the know of the path, which is already a wisdom within the a knower within the continuum of Arya Bodhisattva, that we know already, right? So knower within the continuum of Arya Bodhisattva that knows the hearer's path. So what would be the example? So can you
Okay. Okay, I just come in. Okay, now I'm just talking. Okay. 나도 니동세 때 아니 얼마 니도 알레 다음에 니티 파바도 가래 공부를 또 다음에 공부 그랬어. Okay, go ahead.
The selflessness of persons. Because, no, I mean, if that's emptiness in the hearer's path, right?
Exactly.
Exactly like that.
Like that.
니티 파바도 공부 또 가래리 아니 다음에 그랬어.
So whatever the hearers mainly meditate on, what do they meditate on? Mainly meditate on the selflessness of person.
근데 인자 샹센 파베지지 아니 담에 도비 아니 람셰데 아니 닌투 가로 닌투 파베 고메도 곰타 찍바야데 닌티 람셰다 와.
So that is the knower within the continuum of Arya Bodhisattva that knows the selflessness of person. Is it's the same thing. It's the knower, is the knower of the path that knows the hearer's path.
오케이. 다 되고라 라데 람셰나.
What about the hearers? I mean, sorry, the solitary realizers.
What the meditation for main things.
To know that the
Okay, not you, not another person here. Okay. Who? Ian? Marian? Mark? No, really? No. Okay. And then you don't yes.
Would that be the phenomenon?
Karso.
Chokyi.
No.
Okay, Jen.
I'm not sure.
Coming back to you now.
I think that, I take a guess, that the apprehended subject, the apprehending subject and apprehended object are the same substance?
You don't. That's correct. Can you guys say that? Can you guys repeat that? What did she say? Do you know what means that?
So it's non-duality. It's a non-duality.
다들 안 되시잖아. 내시 몸쇼다. 간지 니 동세 줄서. 간지 주다 주지만 되시 동세 줄. 간지 될라 그래서.
And
So
so
the
the mind and the mind apprehending form are empty of different substances. So that's called the non-duality. And so that's what the solitary realizers mainly meditate on. And so the wisdom within the continuum of Arya, or the knower within the continuum of Arya Bodhisattva that knows the non-duality, is the knower of the path that knows the solitary realizers path.
오케이. 다 라자 파베 거리 검지 좋으시잖아.
So what do the solitary realizer superiors mainly meditate on?
니 동.
Solitary
Solitary
realizers?
realizers. Solitary realizers superiors mainly meditate on non-duality.
오케이. 니디 파베 거리 검지 좋으시.
And what about the hearer superiors? What do they meditate on mainly?
라자 파베 what the second one?
What do the solitary realizers, superiors mainly meditate on?
오케이. 가서 가서 되나 말 가게 납시는 되는데 다나 갈래갈 주마 갈래갈 시거든. 가서 레시잖아. 내시 몸쇼처럼도.
So first you have to know the word, and then you can understand the meaning later.
Okay.
So first you have to be able to say the word, non-duality. And what it means, you may understand the meaning later.
오케이.
And our selflessness as a person, you can just, first you have to know how to say the word itself.
근데 미치기 반에 니도 법에 가리 검지 좋으시겠나? 검지 소 가리래. 내가 소 가리려고 했다. 검지도 그 내가 소 가리래.
And so if someone were to ask you, what do the hearer superiors meditate on mainly?
Self-existent person.
다나 지금 라자 법에 가지 소 가리래.
What about the solitary realizer superiors? What do they meditate on mainly?
아니 대신 법에 검지 소 가리래.
What about the superior, Mahayana superiors? What do they meditate on mainly?
Essence of true existence.
돈이라고 돼. 돈이라고.
Emptiness.
Yeah, that's emptiness.
Emptiness.
오케이. 다 되고도 다 산삼 태진진 토난에 산지 세번을 갈아오다.
And then next is the boundary. Well, this is talking of the boundary. From where to where does it exist, right? It says that exists from the Mahayana path of seeing through the Buddha ground. What does that mean?
Path of seeing on the Buddha.
Okay, that's good. 하고서
Understand, right? Easy?
산삼산 내내 봐요. 그래서 가산 니gel아요, 니gel아요. 그래서
So from what kind of person to what kind of person, right? So this kind of person has it, and then all the way up, to this kind of person has it.
오케이. 나 가사 gel아요. 선에 저도 갈라. 나도 가사 gel아요.
What about the boundary of nose?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Boundary of nose.
Now all the beings have. All the beings have nose have.
All the beings have nose?
Who does have? Really? Fish does have? I don't know how they can smell. Do they can smell? Really? 테네미도 나한테 가서 심지 차나질라 이어서는 나한테 가사 그리면서는 따도 용문도 와서. 얘는 하고 면 같이 대람는 리금도. 그래서 대도 지바 강사시졌나 대신 봐봐 코네잖아 요래서.
So you can't say every being has a nose, right? Like that. You can't have that. So what kind of beings have nose? Then you have to like, create a boundary. So from this to this kind of beings, have a nose. So just like that, it's talking about the know of the path. Where does it exist? So it exists from the beings, who are superior, who have realized emptiness directly, all the way to the beings, who are fully enlightened.
오케이. 대신 봐봐 코네잖아 연락 줬다.
Yeah. So this one exists only in the continuum of the Arya Bodhisattvas only.
오케이.
No, sorry, Mahayana superiors only.
가서 남식에 생각하라. 남식 생각하라.
What about the know of the all aspect? Know of the aspect? What is the boundary of the know of all aspect?
오케이. 다 남식 생각 가운데.
And what about the boundary of the know of the path?
오케이. 오케이. 대신 봐봐 다다오잖아 연락 줘. 답되잖아.
So you can say it exists in every the Mahayana superiors continuum.
오케이. 오케이. Can you want to repeat? 다 인도 밥에 가려 고지 또 그래.
What do the hero superiors mainly meditate on?
라자 밥에 고지 또
What about the solitary realizers? What do the solitary realizers superiors mainly meditate on?
뭐야? 아니 대신 밥에 가려 고지 또 그래.
What do the Mahayana superiors mainly meditate on?
아니 남식에 선점 가와요 그래.
What is the boundary of the know of the path?
주제로 남식에 여기서는
Do you have a path of know of the path in your mind? Do you have know of path in your continuum?
오케이. 어디 다 남식에 됐다. 남식에 돼 대신 밥에 대당 대신 밥에 쳔바드 지라도 대신 밥에 지 남차상 남식에라고 그래.
So it says it and the exalted know of the Mahayana superior is mutually inclusive. So that means like every path in the Mahayana superior is a know path.
오케이. 그러나 대직세지도 대직세도 가려면 대직세도 하고 오지도.
So what is mutually inclusive?
Is it the same as conjoined? They go together?
기계획사 먹은
Mutually, because the jigsaw symbols is what is
대직세도 가려.
the jigsaw symbols is what is nimdu.
No, different. No. Can you give me one example like here? 대직세는.
Mutually inclusive.
Yeah, that's same.
Means like one meaning. So when in Tibetan we say tön chik, means tön means meaning, chik means one. So it means one meaning. Something two that has one meaning. Something two or three that has one meaning. Can you give an example of that?
For all students.
Hmm?
No, that's not correct. The what? We are all students. Then what other? Pena nganzo ne kare. Ne matabare.
What is that? Is it a permanent?
No.
Impermanent.
아니 무보로 왔어. 이보 시와 마타와 가가로. 이보리 마타와 시와인데 제 차단으로 본데.
So is it a product?
Yes.
Is it? So it is a product and it's impermanent also, right? So can you say impermanent and products are mutually inclusive?
Okay.
Yes, right? Yeah, so example of the mutually inclusive, will be product and impermanent. Impermanence and a product. So those two are mutually inclusive because everything that's a product is impermanence. Everything that's impermanent is product.
Okay. Okay. 다 대직세도 그 미카가 다시 무시나 돈다 집발려 그러지.
So there's two different names with one meaning.
Okay. 그래서 상사 법이지. 재단 레빈이. 야, 재단 레빈이 되지래 왜?
Well, what about cause and effect? Are they mutually inclusive? Yeah. Yeah, they are.
예.
Yeah, everything that's a cause is an effect. Everything that's an effect is a cause.
Yes, true that. 집발려 왜?
So cause and effect are mutually inclusive, but cause of that and cause of effect, and the effect of that are not. But cause and effect in general are mutually inclusive. Huh? No, the cause of this book and the book itself is not mutually inclusive, but generally this book is a cause, and this book is an effect also. So this is is a book is a cause and it's effect also. So you see, it's not contradicting. They're not contradictory. So they have exactly the same meaning. So anything that is a cause is an effect. Everything, but the cause of particular thing and effect of particular thing, of course, that's different.
아마도 부모님 가버렸으나.
So what about mother and daughter? Mother and daughter, are they mutually inclusive? Not necessarily, right?
Yeah, not necessarily, right? For example, whose mom?
But daughter can be mother and daughter also, right?
Okay? 어떻게 some 내 some 내가 some 거는 리퍼 쇼페가 some 당소 당왔는데.
So like that, use your brain, use your mind, to think in that way, and that will help you to increase your wisdom.
Okay? 미국 사람 가와이.
What's the boundary of I?
semje kangajar mi yore.
So is there I in every being?
No. Just have me. Teniza ngato mig de semje kangajar yosna yashukuma doas.
So like that, so you can't say every sentient being has I, right? You can't say that.
When same ka sanjam ka same ka sanjam ka.
What about the mind, boundary of mind? Everything.
나와야 도진데 칸 작음도 가간도 내가 때 모자 당도 때지는 것도 주신 돌아 돼.
So like that, you can caution. It doesn't have to make sense. You can just caution.
Okay?
Just to increase your wisdom.
다 뒤올라 되네 때문에 시반이 생도 지가 따와 지서 자막 무슨 그래서.
And then after that is the know of basis, right? Know of basis with regard to then the very know of all.
라지데
That's the
고도지
text
담는 거
from
실제
the
생각하지.
Ornament of Clear
태민이
Realizations.
또르네 봐도 지진들이 대다 태민이 또르네 봐진 쳔바 대지 대라나 대라 니위진 대라로 왔다 치말로 쇼다. 고도 태인도 치바레스. 당게다 안에 라지데 고도 돈이도 반대 담에도 봐 치바레스.
So here is with regard to the very know of all. The definition of the know of basis is an exalted wisdom abiding within a lesser vehicle class of realizations conjoined with the wisdom directly realizing selflessness in the continuum of the person who possesses it.
대라 야숨 싫어.
It and the exalted wisdom within within the continuum, within the superior continuum abiding within a lesser vehicle class of realization are mutually inclusive.
오케이. 단디 대나 하고다. 그럼 태인도 하고도 태인들
You
내려오도.
understand the definition of the know of basis?
강아도 말하고 가는도 내가 말하고 찍어래.
Or do you see the difference from the know of path?
When they say lesser vehicle, which vehicle are they talking about?
태미지 또르네 봤을 때. 내 니들 어디 샤고다.
Yeah, so the lesser vehicle will be like hearers and solid brothers.
So that's the boundary. It doesn't go to mind.
집어라.
근데
네 사람들하고 나왔다. 그런 예포를 맞추기. 대박이 머리 많았어.
다들 사람 다 얼마 사람 다 타고 사람 진 내서 왔어. 사람 갈래. 사람 저 로메지. Can you read that salam boundary?
You look at the boundary.
Boundaries that exist.
Superior continuum abiding within a lesser vehicle class of realization are mutually inclusive. 선생님도.
아, 사람 파파 타다고 길어였어. 내부도. 야, 얼스토리야.
Excuse me. So it is boundaries are that it exists in the continuum of all superiors, right?
Do all superiors abide in a lesser vehicle?
So that's what it says. All superiors.
Do you say that? Text say that? Okay.
So now the basis can exist in every superior's mind.
Yeah.
Okay. 다 강을 가르쳐도 태미지 또르네 발라도 태미지 또르네 바시다는데.
So it says the clear realization, right? Clear realization of the lesser vehicle.
대라 된다지 그랬어.
So the wisdom is in the lesser vehicle, not the person. It says the exalted wisdom is abiding in the lesser vehicle.
Yeah.
Do you guys understand? Do you guys understand? 아니 태미지 또르네 발는 간지 당긴 강도 가래. 상상 화배제지 남의 또 불러도 가래. 태미지 또르네 불러 대라 그러지. 가나 태미 코드 찍바 공부하는 코니 또르네 바 미기 찍바래. 대다 템지 떠오르네
So
봤어.
an exalted wisdom abiding within the lesser vehicle class of realization. That's abiding within the lesser vehicle class of realization. And so, like earlier, we talked about the superiors and the Mahayana superiors and realizing, the selflessness of the person, right? So that is lesser vehicle's path, realized by reader's path, realized by the water path, right? And so that kind of the realization is talking about here.
오케이. 근데 답변은 상상 파베지지 년도에 랍시를 바로 지시시 샤더와.
So it's the know of the path that knows the hearer's path, and within the continuum of Arya Bodhisattva.
So it stops at the solitary realizer path. Because it says in a lesser vehicle.
Yes, yeah.
So is it referencing selflessness of person and
So it's
non-self?
the realization of the lesser vehicle, like the hearers and soldier realizers, right?
So
Yeah. So
selflessness
but
of
that
person.
knowledge, that realization can be also possessed by the Mahayana superiors also.
Yeah.
So that's why the boundary it exists in every superiors.
Is it referencing selflessness of person and non-duality?
들으셔 어렵다 근데.
그래.
뭐 도스도네. 뭔가 또 보세요.
모두 다 남죠.
또 보세요.
띵 챈바.
가서 대경도 아다 가상한도 년도기 검제 조다 라제 검제 조 뒤죽 샤워.
네 운동 써야 돼. 같이 어디 담에 또 별로 써야 돼. 담에 또 별로 써야지.
뒤죽이 되는 예준도 샤워.
나 대대기 강가자면 포지신 챈바 된주세도. 대나다 안에 대나 템이 또르네. 민주 남 강가 샤야 말. 템이 또르네면 포지 강가 샤워를. 다 템이 고지 쪼던라고 가리어나 가서 잡에다 담에 또 봐. 포지 민주 샤워를 민주 대신 템이 강가고 민주 샤워를 봐. 답변은 돈이 샤요 말에 인지 신부 샤요 말에. 상적 셈 샤요 말에.
말마. 어디 먼저 던데선 대명이 줄 거라. 대명이.
대면은 다 대면 민주 대면지야.
닌지.
인지 또 가. 대면이 다 인지 가 인지 전부도.
닌지도요.
인지 요다 간지.
닌지 세메라.
인지 좀 인지 전부 또 샤면 맞지.
닌지 친구야 말데 닌지 세메야.
인지 되면 대샤죠 그래서. 안 되지 남에 또 불러자죠.
So it's all the path within the continuum of the hearers and soldier realizers. So that can be 대주 파우주기 뭐라.
보진 거죠. 보진 좀 봐. 보진 좀 봐.
So within the continuum of the superior hearers and superior and soldier realizers, and so within that continuum and every path, so it doesn't have to be only selfless of person, or it doesn't have to be only non-duality. It can be compassion within their mind. They have like limitless compassion. They don't have a great compassion. You know the difference between great compassion and limitless compassion. So like immeasurable compassion, they can have immeasurable compassion. They can have immeasurable love in their mind. And so those, and then also the renunciation, every kind of path within their continuum is no basis.
오케이.
So, does the word basis here mean foundation?
시세 맞아 시대세 시대라 시세세
시세.
시세 시세
다 되는 랍쇼라. 야 줄이 와.
시대기 시세.
야.
Yeah, foundation. Yeah.
오케이. 난 오케이. 다 등도 내신 내신으로 쉬운 거라서 단 제시 잡고 거치. 근데 대래 예와 가세요. 다 예와 가세요.
All right, so so now that talking about, so you understood that definition, right? You understood the definition of the knower basis. Any question on that?
Mark, you got it? I think so. Julie, you got it?
Student to like read a little more.
Yeah.
Student to read a little more.
Yeah, it's good. You read more. That's very, very important. You to read more. Okay. It's good to before you come to class, come out and read. Then you understand. You just come here looking, then also very hard to, and keep the words. Okay. Okay. How many? Yeah,
How many divisions?
okay. What are they?
Knower basis goes to the resultant mother. Knower basis descends from the resultant mother. Knower basis is the sorority class. And knower basis is the adjunct class.
Do you know what the meaning of that? 제일 예와단 제일 좀 와서 내가 산지게 살아야라고 그래서 레위 힐.
So knower basis close to the resultant mother. Resultant mother is Buddhahood. Buddhahood.
And then tell you about the lamga.
Buddhahood. So knower basis that's close to the motherhood. I mean the motherhood, Buddhahood, resultant mother.
Pena ngadosa pena ne pecha ne sanje sayin bachi. And ne ta yan sanje yan roilam kachi. Ta ne lam kachi bachi. Ta nini nan dru nan karil tanye do koya tanye do was. Then reala niedering reala shagoshi.
어디 가는 다 빠진 거.
대화좀 pena 대화 침무지지 아니 지시도 reala niwa. 대면 파베지시도 reala rimares.
So the Noah basis, within the continuum of the Arya Bodhisattvas, are more close, to the Buddhahood, right? So the resultant mother. And then the Noah basis within the continuum of hearers are more distant from the Buddhahood. So they are not very close.
Okay.
Not close to the resultant mother or the Buddhahood.
Tate kodeona shonso was. Rewasade sanje salaja. Telayan ro nyengedran reala niwa.
So the resultant resultant mother or Buddhahood is same, right? And so that resultant mother is the Buddhahood, and so that which is closer to Buddhahood is the Noah of basis, close to the resultant mother.
Okay. And then reala niwi shedan nyeboshi she dejures chibares teni.
And
reala niwi shedan nyeboshi she ni dejures.
Nyembushuk, Shivadi.
Shivada tamoni dejures.
And then the Noah of the basis of the antidote class. So those and that and the first two are same.
And then reala niwi shedan mundushi she dejures.
And then Noah of the basis distant from the resultant mother, and the Noah of basis of the discordant class are same, mutually inclusive.
Okay. 아니 니제 전보다 자식 아니 데마드베 덴즈 가나자데 가나자 데마드베 덴즈 예딩이 이제 지시더라 레라 리미시 따때 대면 법이 지시라고 그랬어.
And so this is like it's like a wisdom realizing selflessness, right? That is separated. That is separated from the great compassion. Is the Noah of basis distant from the resultant mother.
Okay. 단 레라 리미시 뿐은 레라 예비 지시 가와서나. 봐봐 다다기라 요라 쳐. 레라 예비 정말 봐.
장세 봐봐.
상대 법이라 그랬어.
And so Noah of basis close to the resultant mother. Where does it exist?
Within the continuum of the Arya Bodhisattva.
Yes.
레라 리미시 산다데 대면 봐봐 거기라.
And then the Noah of the basis distant from the resultant mother exists in the continuum of hearers, the superior hearers, superiors, and the soldier superiors, right?
Okay. Do you understand?
Yeah, the Papa Dharma.
Okay. What give me question.
The antidote class, I never heard of that. What is that? I have no clue.
그래.
Which one?
Discordant class?
Mitun-chok.
Antidote class?
아.
Where does
Mitun-chok.
that come from?
제가 다데
Yeah, because Mitun-chok is Sera.
아 먼저 줘 주시.
Mitun-chok is Mitun-chok is and then Nyembu-chok is
그러면 되세요.
They 가르쳐. 단다 가르쳐.
문도 쇼 세야 돼 그나 데마드베 덴즈가 선댕이 강하다기라 데마드베 덴즈 슈 침보요 된 강하다 그나 대지지지도다 아니 문도 쇼라 그래서 대가 녀보 데마드베 덴즈가 녀보 지라 데마 가지지라 아니 녀보 쇼라 그래서.
And so, so discordant, would be like grasping at the true existence. So the Noah of the basis, of the discordant class, will be the Noah, will be the Noah of basis in the continuum of the hearers and soldier realizers who have strong grasping at true existence.
그나 데마드베 덴즈 산지에 토발라 문도 쇼라 산지 토발라 게레스.
Yeah. So the grasping of the true existence prevents you from achieving Buddhahood. So it is not a concordant; it's a discordant.
그래서 데네 데마드베 덴즈라 데마 강하다지 지시인자 아니 레라 문도 쇼 지시라 그래서.
And so it is, it is the Noah of the basis within the continuum of the Aryas or the superiors, who have this strong grasping at true existence, and therefore it is discordant class.
다 녀보시
So that Noah of the basis would be the Noah of the basis of discordant class.
다 아니 돈유도 베셔야테 아니 단가 데마드베 덴즈도 녀보레스. 대자 아니 대지라 데마 가지시더라 녀보시시라 그래서.
And so the wisdom realizing emptiness, will be the antidote, to the grasping at true existence. right? The wisdom as emptiness, and it will be the antidote, to the grasping at true existence. And then, so therefore, so wisdom realizing emptiness, within the continuum of the Arya Bodhisattvas, will be the know of the basis of the antidote class. And so the know of the basis, of the discordant class exists in the, so the boundary of that will be in the continuum of the lesser vehicles, superiors.
And then
and the know of the basis, the boundary, for the know of the basis, of the antidote class, will be in the continuum of the Mahayana superiors. And so then, because of that, you can say the boundary for the know of the basis, is that it exists in every superior beings, every superiors.
Okay, that's why
all superiors.
That's why
So now the question: so what is close to the resultant mother? What is close to resultant mother? Resultant mother. What is the close to? Huh?
Sanjay Kumbala Nyewa in the
Are you saying what does that statement mean?
Yes. What does that statement mean? So
Yeah.
close to resultant mother means
Close to Buddha.
close to Buddhahood. Yes.
good job. They see you like
So it exists in whose mind?
Superior Mahayana.
Mind
job.
superiors. Yes.
Oh yeah. And they are really
And the distance from the mother, the resultant mother
The lesser vehicles.
okay,
means
Yeah.
means.
Already superior vehicles.
Yeah.
okay. And the theater Tunju Karsona,
So what is it? What is it mutually inclusive with?
Discone,
The know the basis of the discordant class. What is it mutually inclusive with?
No basis distant
From the resultant mother. Yeah.
and they are real and the Kal Mundushola Kalosana.
So what does the discordant class means?
Grasping into existence.
Kansa Rani Kora Jeladi Kanjil, Kora Jeladi Kanjil, Demat with Denza Yamata and Dela Rimana Press. Kora Demat with Denmada. Kora Jeladi Kanjil, Demat with Denza in that, Demat with Density, and Sanjay Kombatovela, Montushonda, and Mutushi like this.
And so the know the basis, because it exists, because he or because the grasping of the true existing in the continuum of the being.
And Demat with Density, Sanjay Kombatovela, Montushola was. Kora Jeladi Tindiga, Jishi Jeladi Makaka, Demat with Denza Yawanda, T. Demat Tishitala, and Montushi Shalabres.
And so, in the continuum of the Arya, right, in the continuum of the superiors, who possess the know of the basis, who has a know of basis, because they also have the grasping of true existence, therefore it becomes a discordant class. So the true grasping of true existence itself is not a discordant class, but but existing in the mind of the superiors, who has the know of basis. Okay.
Mukapjalana Kalot. Mukapjalana?
A person with a beard, right? Person with a beard.
Middle Kapayana of the Mukapjalana was.
So the person with a beard will be a person with a beard, right? Or is there a term for that? Person with a beard?
We call the hospital mouse called the Sean, they call Kapchen. They don't know his name, they call Kapchen. This is a master man. How you call?
Beardy? Is that? Huh? Beardy? Huh?
Their suit, they call.
Suit?
Their suit.
Hair suit. Hair suit. Like hair?
No, HIR.
Oh.
S-U-T-E.
Oh,
Okay,
hair
do
suit.
you understand?
Hair suit.
I think so.
You think so? You got it. Tamako so. Mutusholando. The matter with Denza, Sanjay Komatola Mutushores. Who Mutushu was? The matter with Denza, Sanjay Tovala, Lampaka, the Yonaman Korva.
So grasping a true existence is a discordant to the Buddhahood, right? Because it prevents you from achieving Buddhahood.
Then the thing is, she Jeladi met Timium Poppy Jella, the matter with Denza, you want that, Tiji Jella, Mutushu like this.
And so the superior, lesser vehicle superior, who has no basis and the grasping at true existence, and therefore their no basis, becomes the no of the basis of the discordant class.
Okay, then they are ringa is kada kosa mge yorbas.
And also that is also distant from the resultant mother, right? Because it's very far away from achieving Buddha.
Okay, 다 상상 법이지 any 지시들은 내가 니베시라 그래서.
And so all the basis within the continuum of Mahayana superior is called close to resultant mother, close to
내가
resultant mother.
니보시시라 그래서.
And also that is antidote of class.
가르스나
All basis of antidote class.
딘디 지라디면 건다지라 또닝 것을 단다 데마르베 덴스기 셰메버 또데다 도코 니보메 어서야 그래서.
And so that's the know of the basis of the antidote class, because the beings, like the Arya Bodhisattva, the superior, Mahayana superiors, who have the know basis, they have the wisdom realizing emptiness directly, and that, kind of applies as an antidote, to the grasping at true existence.
How's it? Now you got it? You got it?
No.
Not yet. Okay. Okay, Jennifer, you got it?
Yeah.
Can you explain a little bit?
Hey,
Ian, you got it?
So is it saying that it's saying that the close to the resultant mother is referring to the bodhisattvas, the Mahayana superiors, because they're close to Buddhahood?
Yeah.
The discordant class is saying it's far from the resultant mother, far from Buddhahood, so it's referring to the hears and solitary
Yeah.
superiors.
Okay, that's correct.
So there are two different classes. One's the Mahayana, and then the other two are the hears and solitary realizers.
Yeah.
So the discordant is saying it's far,
Far out, how far between that?
and then close to Buddhahood is the antidote class, only referencing the Mahayana superiors.
Yeah,
And then the hearers and solitary realizers superiors, they're within the category of the discordant class, not the antidote class.
exactly. Now what means discording class
Far
means?
kind of away from or discordant.
Discording means what? Karo. Montusho.
Discordant.
Yeah.
Now do you got it?
Discordant is what?
It's like,
Strong grasping at
so discordant, the word is,
Teacher dendla kore, dendla kore. Dendla.
I was actually trying to figure out, I don't know the definition of discordant, but it means that it's
데마도 dendla kore, dendla kore.
Yeah. 밑에 줬으니까 그래서 그래.
제장이 문제라면 데마트베 덴데 사제 공부토는 문투쇼레스. 같이 여담면 되레스. 그래다 단다 코나지라 되면 간다지라 데마트베 덴데에다 코 문투쇼시실라 그래스.
Yeah, so it's like unfavorable, and I mean you can even use the word unfavorable class, so that's referring to the grasping at true existence. So if you have a grasping at true existence, that's unfavorable, to achieve Buddhahood. So that prevents you from achieving Buddha. So that's unfavorable. And so if you have the antidote, which is the wisdom realizing emptiness, that will be the antidote of favorable class, because that will help you to achieve Buddhahood.
Okay, do you got it, sir? You got it? Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was just gonna ask, why then are there 4 divisions? Why not just have 2 divisions?
그래서 거긴 된 시단 니나 디dim 요 말다. 내려만 대시 몸 자야르스. 당연히 대시 주심 자고 말에 된 고비 좀 도와서. 니나 그냥 콜에 반 진짜 몸 셔야 그러나.
가르 인도 가르쳐.
딱 그.
너도 잘.
bana nije chimbo da tachi toni to bishara je samba da nije chimbo da ani chi samba da tati kula mo she ta kaji teni kula te bishana an ngobe lo bana.
So there's the reason, actually there's very, of course, large or extensive explanation about that, but that will be, going through so much, the commentaries or definitely, the explanation, and so there is like a, when we say like distance, from the resultant, that's also like conjoined with the compassion, great compassion, and so forth. Having or not having great compassion, and so there's all this different explanation about that, which is more confusing.
Yeah. Okay, you just say okay, there are 4. Then what are they? Just okay. Yes.
So more simple question, what this all relates to, I just want to be sure, right? So that in the mental continuum of every human being, everybody in this room, right? The depth of the realizations are categorized and organized, and so that everybody goes same path, same hierarchy of realizations, same subtlety, is that correct?
Yeah, yeah, the Sajavala Tangaja, Sajavala, the Chatan Lamba de Shuguriam, the dinner the March and Doguris. There's a child, Sajavala Lamban, the Regio, the Regio, the Tatil, Helena, the shit go was.
So you have to know all this, in order to achieve full enlightenment. But again, like in order to achieve, do you have to enter in every path, in every step like this? No, you don't have to. Like you can skip the heaters, the salt heaters and solid as a path, and then enter straight into the Mahayana path, and then achieve Buddhahood from there. But you have to know. But you, even if you don't go through that, but you have to know. You have to have the knowledge of all those paths.
Then dig Pedogana Bena, Chiran China Toban Rigeta, Chujalun Richard and Richard was.
So this is telling you or introducing to you that what kind of path you are in. So when you are in this path, and you'll have this kind of realization, you'll have this kind of knowledge and so forth.
But the college in the China college and the college of Mondo and then the laptop.
So it's just like saying that when you're in the college, you study this and this all these subjects that you're going to study in the college, and you can be introduced with that. But you don't have to study all those at the beginning. But at the beginning, you can be introduced with all those. And of course, to actually achieve or gain the realization of all these paths, you have to meditate on them.
Awesome. It's great. Okay, how about you? A little better? Yeah, because we can read again, talk again, then more. Oh yeah. Now this is easy. Before I start, it's just going by here, just here. But now I got it. They will come because we are not familiar. Yes.
The main thing separating the discordant and the antidote class of bodhicitta.
That's all.
그래. 다다들이 밑은 저다들은 녀보 초세라. 뒤니 가가져야지 소어도 가래 전심을 해서.
샤지고 산다 돈이 또 현재는 거다.
Both wisdom realizing emptiness and bodhicitta.
So if they, what makes them a superior and a lesser vehicle? Do they have the wisdom realizing emptiness, or is it wisdom realizing non-duality?
So with the lesser vehicle superiors,
Yeah.
대명이 봐봐도서는 가려야 했어. 그대로 가려다 자주섬 여력이 벌써 돈이 또 로열했어.
대매제들아 돈이 또 별로 용초요리 샤지고 쌤 근데 샤지도 요 말했어. 아니 이제 용초랬어. 아니 바로 샤지도 요 말해.
So you mean like lesser vehicle superiors? What do they have?
Like the difference between the lesser vehicle superiors and the Mahayana vehicle superiors is bodhicitta.
Yeah.
Because wouldn't that be the main thing separating the antidote and the discordant class? Because the superiors in the lesser vehicle that don't have bodhicitta, we're putting in the discordant class.
다 대명이 봐봐다 대신 봐봐님 전심 예면이라.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
So tiras.
Yeah.
That is the time that 밑은 조스야들아 전심 내봐다. 근데 가는 녀보 조스야들 전심 여봐.
텔라전은 리초 주전다. 내 된다 또도 맞다 텔라전은 링링스 가지. 고 다다야 로디가 가지.
뭐 내는 다 조스야들 다 내버드면
어 내마다 되는 저건. 맨날 내 단지 내 엄마 란지 션주서 말했어. 내 엄마 란지 별로 쉐 그랬어. 된다 태면 봐봐 돈이 더 비싸고 캐는 거 말했어. 다 대양 고 마음이 들어야.
So again, like we mentioned before, this is according to the Sautantika. So Sautantika Madhyamika's view, right? So according to Sautantika Madhyamika's view, every superiors don't realize emptiness. Yeah, so they only realize selflessness of person or non-duality, and that's not same as realizing emptiness. So here, yeah, exactly. So here the antidote class is the antidote, for any obstructions, that prevents one from achieving Buddhahood. And so that will be the antidote for that will be the wisdom realizing emptiness.
배는 두슬라 생일라 배는 내가 되면 생일라 이제 전부다 다시 된지 지와서 란지라데 공사도 지내 이제 전부 매와 임바 근데 대마도 된지 여보 있고 그랬어.
And so for it to be the Noah basis of the discordant class, it has to be a Noah basis, and that is separated from great compassion, and that has the grasping at true existence. So that would be the definition of
당게 라이
no
맞.
basis of the discordant class.
대마도 되는데 산지 고마도로 고 발치 들어봤어. 문도 쇼징에 들어봤어.
And so that Karsati.
대마도
So
되는데 산지
grasping at the
고마도로
true existence, grasping at true existence, is like the hindrance, to obstacle, to Buddhahood, right? So that prevents one. So that's why anything that like kind of hinders or obstacle that causes obstacle, that's what I mean by discordant. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Prajnaparamita, they view the wisdom realizing emptiness directly by Mahayana is different than the lesser vehicles, because they talk about.
They don't have that.
They talk about different types
They don't realize emptiness.
Yeah, they think the wisdom is different on the Mahayana path.
Uh-huh.
But the Prasangika viewpoint is that the wisdom is the same, it's just the way it's
Yeah.
That's right. Yes.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, how are you guys? Jennifer? How are you? Okay? Julie? No, it's okay. I'm really told you guys before. It's not, this is Geshe, who is a Geshe? They study. This is not just regular, you guys just 2 hours or 1 week. This is not easy to understand, okay? This is we call Geshes, Kambos, Abbots. They study this once. 20 years monastery, more than 15 hours, 20, day, they study this once. They memorize, go to listen to teaching. Also, they have something to do. One text, go to 2 different teachers. Then go to the debate class. Then they debate hours. Then, they really didn't understand. It's not easy, okay? But if you put some influence for our mind, even you can hear the different tone, the names. It's put a very great influence on our mind. Because Buddhism believe we have influence very important. Because one is, some people are very smart, some people are very unsmart. You say unsmart? What's another word? Because we say, what happened that? Some people are very beautiful, some people are unbeautiful. In other words, right? This happened, right? How they come that? We believe something, we don't see that something beyond that is what? Karma. Karma means someone did this karma, this is your good karma, they know that your own actions. It's not we chose our this action. It's controlled by delusions. Therefore, the intelligence or influence is very important. The very smart person also, they're not smart for all the objects. They're smart for this kind. They're smart for this kind. Especially the Western country, we have specialists for your eyes, special for your nose. They don't know other things. Usually the Tibetan doctors, you go there, they can know all your body. You don't have to go whole different bodies. And here go to eyes, doctor, nose, doctor, body. You have to go. The business makes just all one different. You can take our money from here. Finally, you don't get anything. It's, we don't know. Right? This is one. Because, because the specialist, there's a specialist. You go to Tibetan doctor, you say, yeah, you have problem there. Yeah, you have problem. They can check whole your body. I'm not saying Tibetan doctors are good, but different way, right? Therefore, influence is very important. Therefore, don't think, it's too complicated, I'm tired, I don't want to go to class today, it's too tired, too bored. Don't think. This is your blessing from Maharaj. It's very careful, okay? Also, in order to study this kind of book, we need to very great merit. Because some monks, when they study to Madhyamaka or this is professional, they got sick. The teachers say, they are not enough to merit. Like in Sera, some monks when they Sera, they got sick all the time. They leave the Sera, no problem. Because they have not merit be monk and study with that. It's not easy. Therefore, this is not easy text, okay? This is a very philosophy. You go to monastery, they study this, they have not different ones. They study the same book. Therefore, don't think, it's too complicated, okay? It's complicated, yes, it's complicated. But we put influence. If you put different names, that's good, okay? Therefore, okay, homework. Okay.
So the first question was an example of the scriptural perfection of wisdom within the continuum of beings who have not entered into the path.
Hello. What the answer? Yeah. What means that? Okay, yeah. Give me example. Hmm?
When I should speak for everyone, but when we recite the,
I think, yeah.
because
Yeah. That's correct. Are you guys, everyone same that or different? Who did the homework? Did it? Who did? You did or he did? What the answer? It's good, you like, they did, they write down. That's very nice. It shows you're doing something. Because you just come here, oh, I forgot my homework. Oh, I didn't do it. That shows you are not very interested. If you feel like that, then even your maybe answer is not correct. It's okay. Okay, what the first?
Okay. I write, there is no perfection of wisdom before the past.
Kaso. Okay. That's good, yeah. No, what session? Yeah, session. You session about the lam session was.
So when we say perfection, that's like the path perfection and the scriptural perfection. So we're talking about the scriptural perfection, right? Scriptural.
terminologically,
Yeah.
the scriptural perfection.
Yeah. The question is, what is the scriptural perfection
Give an
within the
example.
continuum of the beings who have not entered into the path?
니나도 로마 주연의 사지 세바나 바운드도 로마 샤도 당도 로마 샤도 시쇼라 그러지.
So in the boundary, of the scriptural perfection, it says before entering the path, all the way to the Buddha, right? So we have to find an example of somebody, who has the scriptural perfection before they enter into the path.
Okay. Therefore, 하스랑 간도 내대도 간도 딱 나이나 넘쉬고 저도 넘쉬고 나 싫어.
So therefore, those of us who have not entered into the path, we recite Harsutra. So the recitation of Harsutra, and in us, who have not entered into the path. So that will be the spiritual perfection.
Okay. 내가 지나려면 람 세지대 넘어지고 저래 요 말은 안 되게 그랬나. 아주 유 세지 요 말은 되게 말했어.
So, but when you talk about the path perfection, the path perfection, yes, only after you enter into the path. So there's no path perfection before entering into the path.
Then who write? Who did? You write? Okay, what do you write? Same? Okay, how about you? Same? Do you write?
Yes.
What do you say? What do you say?
Heart sutra.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah, you say your first one. Yeah, do you write?
I do not write Heart Sutra. I actually commented more on
What do you write?
individuals that don't understand about needing to study the three mothers.
Good.
You didn't do some. So you don't understand needing to study?
Those that don't understand that they need to study the three mothers for the path.
윤기한테 무슨 로중 제국어 마싱이 가서 됐어.
뭐 신게 자꾸 마시지 않으면 군인의 신게
Those who know, you should be those who know, that they need to study the mothers in order to achieve enlightenment.
신게 됐든 너는 자꾸 그래.
Somebody
그게
who knows or somebody who
그게
decides.
you listen. Okay? That's good. That's good. Do you read? No. Okay.
The answer isn't simply the Heart Sutra, it's the recitation by someone who.
야, 난두지를 로마시 권하지 할 수는 있는 거다. 로마 난두지 난두지 샤죠 봤어.
So the Heart Sutra within the continuum of people who have not entered the path.
Okay? Julia, you have same or different? Same. Okay, Michael?
Can you recite something else and then?
Yeah, Heart Sutra, the Gorilla Sutra and Prajnaparamita, any kind. Yeah, even the what you call?
Ornament of Clear Realizations.
Yeah, Zanshe, Sera Je Monastery. Okay?
King of prayers.
Okay, okay. Second one, that's good. I think you got the answer, right?
You understood the question and I got the answer, right?
Okay, now second one.
What's the reason for explaining exalted knower paths first among the three knowers?
Okay. Okay, who's going?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, the reason for, sorry about that, I messed that up. What's the reason for explaining the exalted knower of all aspects? Sorry.
Karo,
First among the three knowers.
karo,
It was
namche.
correctly posted, I just read it wrong.
Yeah. Okay. You have? You have?
Yes.
What?
I got my glasses, so I can't read it. But
You want to get someone to read it for you?
I'll tell you what I think I wrote, that it goes first because that's the ultimate goal, is for the good. And it's sort of, I think that's what I wrote, so.
Okay. Okay, that'll be good, yeah. Yeah, okay. Then who have? Okay, what you write?
Okay. Because it is the highest form of wisdom and the only exists in Buddhahood, which is the goal of all practitioners, so it is explained for its importance.
Yeah, that's, yeah, you got Sam. Okay, then who have? You have?
Yes, to inspire, on the, to have the ultimate goal, yeah.
Okay,
Inspiration.
expired tomorrow.
Inspire.
True. Yeah. Okay, do you have?
Yeah, omniscient mind of the Buddha, and that clears the three doubts.
So, that's not correct. Yeah. Tanda kunulato re, tanda tuorata general ideas. Reo tamate tell true church, take go to some exciting church. Correct.
When, right?
Yeah.
When?
What
When change?
Yeah.
When change?
Yeah.
It's like you said, what is it, last one?
it is the goal of all practitioners,
And then?
so it is explained first for its importance.
Importance, like the get movement.
Yeah, that's good. This is correct, yeah. This,
Yeah, that's-
the three answers are correct. Yeah, you correct is a, I think, different one. Okay? You can write what they have right, that's good. Because this is the final goal, also the most important one. Then okay, I want that goal.
So
Okay?
to understand the importance or to aspire you, like Jen said, so inspire you, So if you see that, oh, this is great, it's a great result, and so then I want to achieve that, or I want to achieve that. So therefore I'm going to study all others. So when that is explained first, then that inspires you, to study and achieve that. That's why it's explained first.
Okay? You right? What your question?
I didn't even look at the whole list.
Oh!
So I'm reading this as we go, so.
You're a lazy person. Okay, Michael, do you got? Okay, do you see? What you said, right?
Said to inspire us, to show us our goal is good, and it's something that we have to work hard to achieve.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you guys did a good job. Okay, that's good. Okay, then third question.
Okay, so the next one was, what scripture root text explains the reason for the presentation of the knower of all aspects first?
그래서
그래서 중간에 땡겨졌을 때.
아, 네, okay.
남게 된 뭐하시고.
Okay, okay. Okay. Who have? Do you have?
I could not find an explicit
Yeah, it doesn't fit, yeah.
explanation, but something, but I was reading the Heart Sutra, it occurred to me that the presentation is such that the first being is the Buddha,
Yeah.
and the next being is Avalokiteshvara, the superior. And then Shariputra asks him, and Shariputra then Avalokiteshvara describes the path. So it kind of, I just thought, well, maybe that's a text that, in a way, it presents that the knowers and the first, the exalted knower of all aspects,
Okay. This is a little bit hard, right? Is anyone so fond?
Yeah, I had, I thought, anyway, I looked it up, like, Teacher's lamp for the path to enlightenment, the verses 43 and 50.
Okay. Okay, anyone mark?
그래, 하고 있어요.
아, 저지간에 된 거.
네.
쳔바스는 남짓도 못 되게 왜 저간에 된 거랬어.
네.
Okay? What do you write?
I look at the ornament of clear realization. The sentence says that the first topic deals with the very highest form of knowledge, or jnana, which is the knowledge of all phenomena, which is possessed by the Buddha. The Buddhas have the most complete and deepest form of prajna. This is highest form of wisdom.
Okay.
어떻게,
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, the red answer is from the 무토진 소리.
Ornament of Clear Realization.
샤라 바로 신바는 이보지 양다지 나가 전년 납시니 되네 덤시 시바니 나가 것도 또 봐도 뜻모자가 되지 봐. This is the text. 되나 시.
That we have, in the beginning of the each, knower, that's a small part. So that, shows that that's the first explanation.
But I misunderstood the question. It said, what gives the reason for it?
윤세,
아,
아는 말은 윤세 좀 됐어.
What explains
근데 뒤원하는 윤세가
it said which
알레레 텐파시
윤세 씨의 가렸어. 윤세 씨의 빼져 가렸어.
알레 다티시에서 다 파시 주는데 요 말. 아니 레바테다 노소요. 레바테사. 아니 다 먼저 주도 빼려는 레바테사지 안 남신이 뭐지? 아니 레시 센티도 나소요.
Oh, yeah. So that the reason is explained in other texts. Maybe you're not familiar with this. Called
Yeah.
Clear Meaning by Haribhadra, and then also the eloquent speech of the Golden Rosary,
아니 지쯤에 cấp 당보시 되나요?
and then also in the general meaning of the first chapter. General meaning of the first chapter.
Did they translate the
Ornament of Clear Realization by Chokyi.
Did they translate that one? Yeah.
The first chapter of the Ornament of Clear
I
Realization.
think we have the whole.
Yeah, we have the whole thing now.
Not the root text, but the other
Commentary?
the commentary. Yeah.
I don't know.
The general meaning.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe I think they translate. This is the translation for the English monk, Chambaketa, the black monk. Do you know?
Oh, no, I
Yeah, he translated that. Yeah. You Uncle yeah. His name is Chambaketa. He was translated a long time here. Also, he's a study Western monk, become Geshe. Maybe he's one of the first person. Okay. Then third one. Yeah, this is he's the karena the cool and the tata shadow. Kajing untu ina labi lab show.
Yeah, you can say the Ornament of Clear Realization. It's the text that explains.
Okay.
Fourth question was, what's the definition of knower paths?
Gotta say.
갑자기 생각이
This is easy, right?
났어.
Okay. Okay, can you say without looking at the text? Rāngājalādhīmi kōthāji tōnyamata vishārāja sami.
Conjoined with the wisdom realized, directly realizing emptiness within the continuum of the person who possesses it.
Good job, good job. Yeah, good job. Yeah, that's good, okay. You have last one?
Last one. What does it mean when it says conjoined?
We already talked a lot, right?
About that, yeah.
Okay, now we don't talk to. Okay, that's good, yeah. If you look at the homework, that's good. If you write something, even you write the wrong answer, it's fun. Because you write, someone will write the answer, you say, oh, yeah, my was wrong. I got that. Otherwise, you didn't look, then you didn't see it, and or maybe my answer is correct. Because someone write the wrong, that's good. Very easy to also fix. Okay? Okay, now we stop very short prayer.
Turn to page 39 for Thanksgiving Mandala.
Ah.
Just a quick announcement. Coming Saturday, we've got Sakadawa celebration. Please join us for that. We're going to do some setup in the Gompa Friday night, 6:30 to 7:30. So if you can be here, that'd be great. There'll be a handful of things to do. And then Saturday, anytime from 10 a.m. onwards. The event starts at 2. We'll need people from 10 through all the way to when it starts at 2, and then after 4 o'clock once we're done to help with cleanup. So if there's any amount of time you have, we will put you to great work. There's a sign-up genius that tells you what to do, that is posted online, that you can access through the newsletter. But if you have questions, email spc@kurukulla.org or just show up and there'll be things to do. I think that's pretty much the highest, and I think, Sean, you got something?
Why is Sean here? Hi, everyone. Geshe, Damshala, thank you. So, we need your help, big time, okay? For the past 2 to 3 months, we've been having problems with our emails landing in everybody's spam or altogether not arriving at your mailboxes. And that has to do with very complicated technical things that we're trying to get resolved, but it's going to take a while before we can. So, in the meantime, we can't communicate with people. Really need your help by word of mouth. I'm asking everybody, you know people in the community, talk to 3 people and then ask them to talk to 3 people and commit to talk to 3 people, and like that. We need to spread the word out and figure out a way to communicate with each other. So big things going on is, of course, Sakadawa, and then we need help for people to help us set up the event and run the event over the weekend. So if you have, even if it's just a few minutes that you can help us on Friday or on Saturday, make a huge, huge, huge difference. Right now we really have a handful of people, probably I can count them with one hand at most. There we go. And we need a lot more help than that. Financially, we need help. Like we've got many, 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 many expenses that we're unable to cover right now. And just today, so sorry, Jennifer, cover your ears. It'll be less painful, I think. You have some text messages that came in at the beginning of the class, and the text message says that we just found out that in a basement we have a broken pipe, sewage pipe, under the ground. We have to break the ground in order to fix that. That's going to be $6,000 at least, $6,000 to $8,000. In addition to expenses, of course, from Sakadawa and everything else. So we really need for people to know that we need help and support. We don't have any endowment. We don't have anything other than everybody's generosity to help us. So please get the word out, because we can't even send an email asking for support to everybody. So please, please, please spread the word. Okay? Yes? Mm-hmm. The problem is at the moment that we do that, then the computer that's sending out, or for the ISP that we're sending out, we get blocked out because we're then identified as a spammer. So we need to use one of those services that distribute the messages out. But the problem is that the services that are distributing the messages out, the way in which they're doing it, they're not doing it in a proper way that Gmail particularly, and Verizon and Yahoo, those are the big ones that have done it, have implemented new policies that label things like newsletters as spam. They're trying to be helpful to avoid overloading people's inboxes. It is. Mm-hmm. Right, but that's the thing, is like people need to even know to go look in their spam folder. And in some cases, the messages don't even arrive at people's mailboxes, because sometimes their mailers will just reject them and say, nope, sorry, don't want to see these messages. So you can imagine it's put us in a really difficult situation to be able to even get the word out to people that we need help, we need support, okay? So please, 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 please spread the word out, okay? Thank you, Geshe. Everybody, and like always, if you can help put things away and somebody else put water bowls down, that'd be great. Thank you.